Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be doing a brief analysis of Apple and how they've been doing recently. So to start off, let's take a look at their PE ratio. They currently have a PE ratio of a 29.23, which does show me that the company is slightly overvalued. It also shows that the earnings don't fully justify the price it trades at right now. I ideally want a company with a PE ratio of a 20 or less. Next, let's look at their beta, which is currently at a 1.20, which also indicates it's slightly more volatile and inconsistent than the S&P 500. Lastly, I want to look at their dividends on this page. So their current dividend yield is at a 0.59%, which equates to 22 cents per share. This is always a sign of a healthy company as long as their shares outstanding isn't increasing, which we will get into in a moment. Alright guys, so next I want to take a look at their income statement. So currently their sales and their revenue has been increasing over the past 5 years. It's up about 60 billion, which is really nice to see when trying to find a consistently growing and innovative company. So I just want to take a brief look at their net income now, which is up about 12 billion over the past 5 years. It's currently at 57 billion. It was at 45 billion. So lastly, I want to look at their shares outstanding, which currently stands at 17.35 billion, which is great because in 2016 they were at 21.88 billion in shares outstanding. This is great to see that they are buying back shares years after year. This allows their investors' holdings to be more valuable. This also shows how healthy the company is and how well run it is. Alright, so next I want to move into their balance sheet, and to start off I want to go to their current assets. So with their current assets, it has been increasing at a really good rate over the past 5 years. They currently stand at 143 billion.71, which is an increase from their 106 billion that they had in 2016. So next let's take a brief look at their liabilities. They currently stand at 105 billion, which is an increase from 2016, but they have been going down in the past 3 years. This is something we'd hope to see more of. With a company like Apple, I would assume they will keep this up. Overall, they do have about 38 billion more in assets than liabilities, so it's always a nice thing to see. So let's look at their free cash flow now. Alright, so with their free cash flow, it looks pretty solid. It's up a lot from previous years, which is good. It seems to have the trend of taking 2 steps forward and 1 step backwards every other year. This is one of the most important factors when looking into a company because it measures how well the company generates cash to pay its debts and its ability to fund its operating expenses. Cash flow is a big indicator to see how well managed a company is, and I feel like we wouldn't expect anything else from Apple than it to be good. So, in conclusion guys, Apple is a really good company backed by some really good financials. There's tons of value in this company. If you were to invest, it wouldn't be a speculative investment at all. I feel like Apple is one of those stocks where you can just put your money in at any time and just hold, and eventually you'll profit. I'm sure Apple will continue to make great products and it's still got a ton of good years left for it to keep getting better. Every year they're making new phones and other electronics that are far ahead of its competition due to the idea of it being considered a luxury product. I feel like the $130 range would be a good time to buy. If anything, you can buy now and just buy the dips so your average price can be as small as possible. Finally, I would like to mention that I am not a financial advisor and you should not base your investment completely off of what I said throughout this video. I recommend you do more research before coming to the conclusion of buying or selling. If you would like to recommend a company for me to take a look at, feel free to comment. Otherwise, I hope you all enjoyed the video and have a nice day.